Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the 2D Mario game we've all been waiting for. This step up in quality compared to the new Super Mario Bros. Series is insane to see. The art style is unique and colorful, the animations are detailed and charming, and the music will have you tapping your feet from beginning to end. With all that being said, I want to go over my top 10 favorite levels in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'll only be ranking the main levels in the game, so that means no badge challenges, break times, wiggler races, arenas, or search parties. Of course, spoiler warning, as I will be going over the levels near the end of the game. With all that out of the way, let's start with number 10. Cosmic Hoppos is a vertical-based level, with the main gimmick being knocking Hoppos into their different holes to bounce off them. Alternatively, you could also wall jump off specific walls, making this level one of the most fun levels to speedrun. Near the end of the stage, you can find a secret area that leads to the Wonder Flower. To get the Wonder Flower, you need to put a Hoppo in this hole, then throw a shell off of it into the golden light found in the wall. Collecting the Wonder Flower will power up the Hoppo, sending you into space at top speeds. Once you're actually in space, you need to carefully float around without getting hit, or bouncing off the other Hoppos. This level, while simple in nature, was surprisingly pretty fun, with there being really good music in the space section at the end. Number 9. Solo Roller is one of the harder levels found in the Special World. In this level, you're transformed into a spike ball and need to quickly roll across the platforms hitting the timer switches to reset the time before the platforms disappear. This level ends up being one of my favorites due to just how stressful but satisfying the level is. There's even a point where you have to ramp off a dragon. It took quite a bit of attempts before I actually beat it the first time, but grabbing that Wonder Seed at the end filled me with insane amounts of dopamine. This level also reminds me of the rock mushroom found in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Number 8. Bowser's Blazing Beats is the level before the final boss. In this level, you need to avoid the flaming fist coming across the level by timing your runs. Once you make it past the intro, you're given the Wonder Flower. This Wonder Flower changes the level into a rhythm-based platformer where you need to time your jumps to the beat to avoid the flaming fist and enemies. Also, when you grab the Wonder Flower, you strike this really cool pose when the music starts. I had such a big smile on my face when that happened. This level is a great way to hype you up before the big finale. The rock and roll music reminds me of the different Bowser music found in 3D World. Number 7. Zip Track Dash has you riding rails all the way to the end, avoiding enemies and reacting to platform changes along the way. This level genuinely does what Sonic Superstars couldn't and makes a fast-paced platformer level. In my notes under this level, I wrote Sonic Adventure 2, since it heavily reminds me of the grind levels in that game. My favorite part of the level has to be the fact that you could play the level with and without the Wonder Flower, with completely different experiences. Going through the level without the flower has you riding across rails, switching from one wall to another, or from one platform to another in quick unison, while also giving you the challenge of collecting the 3 purple coins along the way. Now, alternatively, grabbing the Wonder Flower actually changes you into a Hoppy Cat, which lets you jump high up into the sky. At the end of the stage, you have to time a perfect jump into the Wonder Seed, and it feels so cool to land. Number 6. Jump 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 has you performing tight jumps while trying to keep up with the ever-quickening rhythm as the platforms behind you start to disappear. This is one of the first levels I fell in love with on my first playthrough. Throughout the level, the rhythm starts to get faster and faster, so you have to try and keep up. So you start at a snail's pace, just jumping, and then you start running, and then you start sprinting. This stage is a good test of your skills up to this point. Number 5. Piranha Plants on Parade is a pretty basic level, as it is one of the earliest levels in the game, but the Wonder Flower of this level has to be one of the most smile-inducing levels I've played in a video game. Once you collect the Wonder Flower, Piranha Plants will start singing a song as you walk to the end of the stage. This song can actually be affected by killing any of the Piranha Plants with fireballs, causing some parts of the song to have nothing but the instruments. This level, while very simple and easy, had me smiling cheek to cheek while playing. Incredibly cute way to start the game. Number 4. Bowser's Rage Stage is the last level in the game, and what a great finale it is. This level works as a test of your Wonder Flower knowledge, as different wonders seen throughout the game are tossed at you fast. It's up to you as the player to conquer this challenge of Wonder Skill and reach Bowser at the end. You'll have to deal with giant Goombas, sliding away from a huge rock, riding a dragon, and so much more. Eventually you'll get to the area with the pipes, and the Piranha Plants from 1-2 come back to sing a song that hyped me up for the end. Suddenly the gravity will change and you'll ride a pipe worm to the boss as the crowd roars. The fight itself isn't the most challenging thing in the world, but it's definitely climactic. The main gimmick of this boss is jumping on the corresponding lights when the crowd's beat ramps up, to then hit the button under Bowser's head. After several attacks, a good ground pound finishes him off. This level of course had to make my top 10 since the level itself has to be top 5 best Mario endings I've played. No offense to Super Mario Sunshine.
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Number 3. Wonder Gauntlet has the same gimmick as the final level against Bowser, but ramped up to the extreme. You'll have to ride a pipe worm across some lava, run away from a hungry mob, jump over hoppos, sneak past the enemies in the shadow section, and finally, run at max speed away from the void as you collect stars and earn 1-ups all the way to the end. This level once again heavily relies on your skills with different Wonder Flower effects and quick reaction to jumps. Very hectic and very fun. Number 2. I would assume most people expected this level to make my list at some point, since I do have Jump 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 on the list. Climb to the Beat is a way harder version of Jump Jump Jump, with the main focus being around the tricky wall jumps. The rhythm of this harder version is also way faster. The end of the level is by far the trickiest part, as you need to be sprinting to keep up with the disappearing platforms. This level is a very well balanced challenge that will take you a couple of attempts, but every attempt is a ton of fun. Small side note, but you can also use the bubble flower to carefully jump yourself to the end of the stage without even picking up the Wonder Flower. Definitely one of the most fun challenges you can do in this game. Number 1. Woo! Finally, we've made it to the end. You've seen my top 9 favorite levels so far. Some were fun, challenging, or just extremely charming. So, what is my favorite level in Super Mario Wonder? Piranha Plant Reprise has you running through a course as piranha plants and other enemies sing you to the end. Same as 1-2. The difference between the two levels is just how much stuff happens in Piranha Plant Reprise. There are points where bullet bills will shoot out of cannons on beat with the music, while other enemies are being thrown through pipes. At the end, you need to run at max speed while narrowly jumping over the piranha plants in your way, and finally grabbing the Wonder Seed. As I said before, 1-2 had me grinning cheek to cheek when I finished it. You could only imagine how I was acting when I finished this level. I remember tapping my foot to the beat of the song, leaning forward and just head bopping the whole way through. This is a Mario level I will be thinking about way into the future. Absolutely love it. Hey, thanks for watching my top 10 favorite levels of Mario Wonder. So I was gonna write a full review for Mario Wonder, but when I started writing it, I felt like I didn't have much to add to it, you know? Because the game's good, right? If you haven't played it yet, go play it. Mario Wonder is an amazing platformer. But I couldn't think of any way that I personally could add to the conversation without it just being, Mario Wonder is good. Really, wow. So I thought ranking all the levels and saying my top 10 would be a good idea. And, you know, I had a good time. So if people are interested and they like this video, I did rank every level to then find out what my top 10 was. So if this gets enough likes, if this gets 30 likes, I will do a ranking of every single level. I have it written down. I just would have to, you know, write down how I feel about every level. But besides that, next upload is the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 review. I already got the script done, so it shouldn't take nearly as long as this video did come out. Sorry about the delay, by the way. But yeah, thanks for watching. Just like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.